Hey everyone, so today I'm finally recreating a look that I've been wanting to do for years. And when I say years, like truly, I mean years. It is a look from T-Boz in the music video from TLC, No Scrubs. Now this song was like a top song of my younger years. I'm still young, but anyways, it played on replay like a cassette and CD and all that jazz. So anyways, I recreated it. Hopefully you like what you see, and if you do, well, keep on watching to learn how to do it. Do it now, do it good, do it just like you should. I should not be singing that song. I should be singing, no, I don't want no scrub. Scrub is I gotta keep on up from me. Hanging on a passenger side on the best friend's way. Trying to have the first thing I'll do is, well, as you can see, I've powdered my under eye area over here because we're using a lot of colors and there's definitely going to be fallout. So resolve that problem by applying a big amount of loose powder. Now I'm going to use a cream color base. This is Movie Star Red, and I'm going to start doing the kind of design underneath the brow over here, just so, because like this is an emollient base, which is going to give me a big pow of color. So let's start. Make sure you leave that space over here free of any color because we're going to be applying jewels there. And this kind of goes just above the crease and into a straight line. I'm going to kind of follow the arch of my brow just a little. Just like so for now. Then I'm going to take what's left on that brush and just blend it upwards. Then blend it up into the brow. Then just a little over here. Then I'm just taking another fluffy, well, somewhat of a fluffy, stiff flat brush. And I'm just going to start blending the color upwards. Now, like I said, this is just the emollient base. This is just to get that really kind of like red pow. And I'm just blending it upwards. So now I'm just focusing on the actual brow. After, I'm going to use an eyeshadow, so it's going to stick onto our base. I'm going to use Sugar Pill Love Plus, and I'm going to use an angle brush, my Lauren Luke angle brush right here. And I'm going to focus that color right on the edge. So you want to intensify that crease. After, I'm going in with the same Love Plus, but I'm going to change my my brush for a stiff flat brush, and I'm going to pack that color right here. And blend it right into the brow. After you see there's a harshness over there, you want to fade that. So I'm just going in with a new brush, a clean one, and I'm just going to start working on that. After, you want to intensify that curve over here with a little bit of a darker color. So what I'll be using, whoa, I just dropped it. I'm sorry, I don't have the name, but it's a matte dark purple. I know it's from MAC, but I don't have the name. And I'm going to mix that with a little bit of black. And what I'll be doing is apply that right here, right in that curve. Then you want to take that fluffy brush you've used for that red, and you want to blend that out. See, I've done a boo-boo over here, but we'll fix that later. Now just make sure you blend that. It's going to give you a somewhat of a purple. And like I said, don't worry about the cut crease. We're going to come back to fix that. Now to fix that line, you want a very, very sharp line. I'm going to use a liner brush like this over here. And I'm just going to use a very high coverage concealer. And after that you've applied that concealer, I'm going in with just a lip brush and I'm just blending that concealer down. Now after that you've done that, you see that your line is definitely more crisp. Now what I'm going to do is use a Naqua color on the eye. This is the Kryolan white. So now that white is going everywhere on the lid. Now while my base color dries on my lid, I'm going to do my brows. So the brows are exactly the same color as the rest of the eye, so red. So I'm going right here. Now my brows are very, very thick, so I'm going to keep the same shape. Now because underneath the brow you need somewhat of a sharpness and you need somewhat of a lighter color, I'm going to use once again that pale concealer we've used before. And I'm going right underneath the brow. You need to be very, very precise. So right underneath. And then you need to blend it down. Now after we can apply the white color. So I'm going to start by applying Gesso from MAC, which is basically just a matte white color. And you want to pack that onto the lid. Everywhere we've applied that white base. And apply that right underneath the brow. You want to make that extra white. Now after we're going to be using quite a heavy pair of lashes, so you want to intensify that lash line over here, so I'm just doing it with a black color. So you just want to push that right in the roots of the lashes. Now the first thing you want to do for the rest of the eye is tight line your eye. So I'm going to use my Feline Eye Kohl from MAC. Once that you've done that, you want to extend that eye over here. So you want to follow that same curve that you have here. So what I'll do is use my eye kohl and just use, I like using a lip brush for this, believe it or not. To me, it's easier. After I'm going to use a blush, believe it or not, I'm going to use the Vintage Grape Ombre Blush. I'm going to take that darker color over here. I'm going to use my angle brush and I'm going to apply that close to the lash line. And on the outer edge over here, you just want to blend that upwards. Now I'm just going to smoke that. And because I'm using a blush, it should be easier to blend. Now after you are done with the eyes, now I'm going to move on and apply some jewels. So I've applied the jewels. Now I've applied a little bit bigger sized jewels under the brow, and in the inner corner over here I've applied very, very small ones. I can't see really in the video if it's like 4 jewels, 3 jewels, 5, I don't know. I just went and decided to apply that many. Now let's move on to the lashes. I'm going to use NYX right over here. Can it focus? NYX EL177. So the lashes are applied. Strangely, I had a lot of trouble applying them. I don't know why. Maybe I'm drunk. Usually I can apply lashes like in my sleep. But anyways, now we're going to apply the blush. And the blush is located on this area over here, not on the apples, but mostly almost like on the cheekbone, I would say. So I'm going to use Tippy from MAC right here, and I'm going to just concentrate that lightly to start off with. The lips are the easy part of this look. So the first color I'm going to use is the color Night Moth from MAC, which is a very, very deep wine color. And I'm going to start by defining my lips with that. After that you've done that, you can fill in the outer corners of your lips with the same pencil. And after in the center of the lips, I'm going to use Cherry from MAC. After I'm going in with just a little bit of black lip tar from OCC, And I'm going to apply that mostly on the outer rim of my lips. And then after, on top of the lips, they're extremely glossy, so apply a transparent gloss. So there we have it. This is the completed look. Now this, I've been doing makeup for quite some years now, and this took me like 2 hours. I'm not even kidding. So anyways, hopefully it's something you can play around with. Let me know if you decide to recreate it. I had a lot of fun doing it. And yeah, I need to quit rambling because that's all I do. So I will see you guys very soon, next week or something like that. Bye.